dreadful thing for me when I was in school to show my report card to my father. And I always thought, he doesn't have a report card to show to anyone. What a wonderful life my father is living. No homework, no uniform, no boring teachers. No those frightful examinations, all of that. And I'm definitely sure that my father looking at me might have been thinking that, wish I never grew up. When he looking at his own boss at the office, and then the boss at home. One boss at home. The bills to be paid, and the responsibilities and the stress and all of that. How many times we always want to switch our lives with someone else? What do they say? The grass always looks greener on the other side. And you know why? Because you haven't watered your grass. Therefore it looks greener on the other side. If we would have watered our own grass properly in time, the grass on the other side wouldn't have looked so greener. तो हिंदी में कहते हैं कि जब चने मिलते हैं तो दांत चले जाते हैं, और जब दांत थे तो चने नहीं मिले. I don't know how to translate that. So everyone thinks that their problem is a unique problem which they have to deal with. How many times do you feel like that? If you ask a little boy who has lost his video game. You are fond of video games? He's confessing. He has lost his video game. And you ask him that what is the most deadliest of all problems which this Earth planet is facing? The little boy said, my video game is lost. No, what about the ozone layer which is being depleted? What ozone layer? What do you think in the UN summit should be the topic of discussion this year? My video game. Tell them to find out my video. So a small kid, she's crying about her little brother. And he's smiling. Why is she crying? He's having a good laugh. And because he's laughing, she's crying more. Why you are so cute? You should not grow up. In our Srimad Bhagavatam, this story is there. The Chatush Kumar, the 4 Kumaras, they never wanted to grow up. She's right. So small kids, the problem is so relative. You ask a businessman, the recession which comes along in business. You ask a housewife. Back in India, if you ask the housewives that what according to them is a problem, they'll say, the maid hasn't come today. It's a big problem for them. The maid doesn't come. Because everything is dependent on the maid. The whole household is dependent on the maid back in India. Therefore, one housewife was saying, नौकर नहीं है परसों से और शौहर वही है बरसों से. That was her biggest problem. That the maid or the servant hadn't come since a couple of days, and the husband is the same since so many days. वो पंच नहीं आता है इंग्लिश. नौकर नहीं है परसों से, शौहर वही है परसों से. So if you ask a housewife, that will be a serious problem. You ask a bachelor, what is your problem? Loneliness. I am lonely. Then after he gets married, he says, I've become even more lonely. So, the three unique problems. The first is things which we haven't got yet. Huh? How many times we keep dreaming about the things which we haven't got yet? iPhone 6 has been released. I haven't got yet. Or, the latest model of Ferrari. Is it popular in this country? Ferrari? Not so much. Which is the most popular car? BMW. Lamborghini. I have not got the latest one. थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो रहा है ना हमारे लेवल पे. Prashadam is already 625. Forget about iPhone 6 or Lamborghini. The next plate of Prashadam coming. Talk about that. And whenever the Prashadam is served, he got the pakoda. Where is my pakoda? Give me pakoda. Things which we haven't got yet. Things which we had, but we lost it. That's a bigger problem. Huh? You got the iPhone 6 and then somebody stole it. That is, इससे अच्छा तो मिलता ही. That's more painful. Because what happens in the due course of time? You get attached. You get something and it stays with you. You are the owner. It's in your name. Whenever you switch on your phone, it says, XYZ's iPhone. It's your iPhone. Already iPhone. Now it's my phone. So in a family, the son, he was showing his iPhone. The daughter was showing her iPod. The wife was showing her iPad. And the husband said, I paid. So the third one is time period between gaining and losing. How about this? You have it, you haven't lost it. But the fear of losing. Because yes, in due course of time, whatever we may have, one day we are going to lose. A very beautiful, instructive story from the life of Lord Buddha. One lady, she came lamenting in front of Lord Buddha. She lost her husband. And she came lamenting. Why this thing has happened to me? You are a saint. Can you do something? I've lost my husband. Can you do something about that? I've become a widow. And Lord Buddha said, yes. I can cook rice for you in a very special way. And when you eat that rice, your problem will be solved. And she was very hopeful. Really? That's it? Just rice? You will cook? You'll have to get the rice, Lord Buddha said. So she turned back. She was on her way to get the rice. Lord Buddha stopped her. No, wait a minute. I am not finished yet. You have to beg for that rice. You can't get it from your own house. You have to beg for that rice from someone else's house. She said, okay, I know so many people. They'll be ready to give me a handful of rice. And he said, I have not finished yet. You have to beg from that house where no one has died ever. You have to get from that house where no one has died till now. She was still hopeful. Still went. And she went house to house to house. The first question she would ask, has anyone ever died in this family? And every family said yes. Every family said yes. And she came back with the answer. That you are no special. You are no special, my dear lady. Every family, every society, every country, every civilization, people die. People are losing their lives. Right now, as we are talking, as we are speaking, so many people right now, within minutes, have lost their lives. Somewhere on this planet. So whatever we have gained, no matter what it is, no matter how costly it is, no matter how hard we worked for it, it's going to be not just snatched away. But two things happen. Either the object which we possess will be taken in front of us, or else the object which we possess will remain, we will be taken away. Either these two things will happen. If we think that this house of mine or the different amenities within this house of mine, I'll be always holding on to them, there will be a day when in front of our own eyes, things will be taken away, snatched away from us. Or if not, we are careful enough and we qualify enough to hold on to them. No, nobody can snatch it away from us. Time will snatch us away from those objects. Either the objects will be snatched away from us or we'll be snatched away from those objects. Either of the two is surely going to happen. Time and tide wait for none. So, how